Okay, guys, so really, before you think I've completely lost my marbles, let's talk about having skill sets that matter. Not just about this, but what can we do going forward? Think about what's going on. How can we make ourselves better and more efficient, self-sufficient? I'm going to tell you what I need to learn. Here we go. So here we are in the middle of a move. We're doing all this to the house, all this construction, but I'm also packing and unpacking and throwing things away. And day before yesterday, I went through some of my items that I'm cleaning up and bringing to the farm. Is my entire stack of hen saddles for my hens. And I stared at them and I said, oh my gosh, if I could sew worth a flip, how awesome of a mask would this make for me or for my kids or for my husband right now? Because a lot of you that have these, if you notice, they are double lined. They are a perfect size for most faces. You could slightly modify the top, cut that down, sew it right there, and then take the elastic and wrap it around to the other side, and you're gonna have an awesome mask in the middle of our crisis right now. The problem is, Patara can't sew worth a flip. Patara can't sew. Patara cannot sew worth a flip. I do good to sew a button. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to pretend. Yes, if Patara sat down and was forced to sit at a desk and was given needle and thread, she can figure all of this out. But to say that I can whip something up like a lot of people can in this fashion, I'm not good at it. It's not my strength. Never has been. My mother didn't sew. My Nana does sew some, but you know, it's just not something that I grew up around with, believe it or not. And I really say that this is an opportunity for us to evaluate what is going on around you and what are your weaknesses. Stop complaining and thinking about other people and what they are and are not doing. It's hard, but at the same time, think about what you can improve on. So when this is all said and done and Patara gets settled into her new home, Patara has already told her husband, I need to take some sewing classes. And he looked at me and he said, whatever you think you need to do, baby doll. So where can you start? Is it canning? Is it gardening? Is it just learning basic skills? Now, I think sewing is pretty doggone important. And I think it's something that if maybe you don't know how to do either, maybe you should look into that. I don't want to have to think about sewing wedding dresses or anything like that, but making a mask, sewing a single button, you know, I can do that. You know, doing things like shirts and just basic items. Pretty important. And it's a forgotten skill for a lot of people now. We don't have to do it. We run and buy what we need. We pick up what we need. Well, we have found out the hard way that is not always the case. Now, is it? So my thought process was simply cutting this off, cutting the elastic maybe, or maybe not. Actually, you probably wouldn't have to. Depends on how it's made. And then you would have the top. You might have to come to an older hen saddle, take the elastic from it and put it and sew it right there on the bottom. You could make, depending on how many of these hen saddles you have, and look, they're double lined. So, you know, they talk about how they're not thick enough. Maybe you have the double lining if you still want to put in a liner back here. Some folks talk about using the coffee filters. Depending on, it just, you have to adjust it, okay? And again, you have different sizes. I've got like, you know, large and extra large. You just have to work with it. But I thought to myself, Patara, if you could sew worth a flip, you could probably make 5 or 6 masks. Easy, without even thinking. And I still might. You'd laugh at it, but it might work. But my point is, for you guys out there, you girls and guys out there that have hen saddles, this is a great project right here. Making hen saddles and making masks. How easy can that be? If you're short on resources right now, like elastic, we can't find it around here right now. Pieces like this, look here, already at your fingertips. Your health, your hens need you to be much more in tune of your health right now, and just separate that rooster then in terms of the fact that they may need their hen saddle. They're going to understand, trust me. So think about it. This is an idea. I think it could work. So I'm going to get back to work with my husband on our chicken coops. I have so many awesome videos coming up with updates on all the things that we're improving and doing and building and all the things that we have going on here at the new farm. But I got so excited. I picked this up and showed it to James, and he was like, well, that's a nifty idea. And I said, oh, I got to learn to sew. So this is my admission, is that I'm not a good seamstress. And maybe I should become one. Maybe you should become one. We all should learn skills all across the table. And then we won't have to be so reliant on anyone else or anything else. Isn't that the point? Something I need to work on, and I hope that I have motivated you to think about something you need to work on. And if nothing else, somebody's going to get a great idea for some cute masks. I hope you're well. I hope you're healthy. So happy you're here. Thank you so much for all of your support. Our channel is growing in leaps, in bounds. It's crazy. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind comments. I really look forward to reading them every day. We'll see you soon on the next video. Stay the course.